About 5 years ago, I went from being the Honorable Jessica A. O'Brien, Judge number 2085, to becoming Inmate O'Brien, number 52045. Pain can be destructive or transformative. At 7 years old, I experienced destructive pain when I was molested by an older cousin who was in college. That pain debilitated me at the speed of lightning. I was saved by a coach who introduced me to my first love, the game of volleyball. Coach Mirna's simple act of kindness helped resuscitate my passion for life and even helped me become the best volleyball player in my class of 1984. Then there was the pain of being discriminated and mocked for the way I spoke English when I migrated to this country. That propelled me to improve my English with a vengeance and pursue a higher education. I eventually went to law school. While there, I proudly decided to become an American citizen. Taking my Pledge of Allegiance, I felt a sense of unconditional integration with other people who looked different from me, yet shared the same quest for a better life and to be accepted. It was as if I was a thread being weaved into a beautiful tapestry of different cultures, races, and customs, intertwined by our common love for America and the freedom that it stands for. When I became an attorney and later elected judge, I assumed various leadership positions, tirelessly working against discrimination and championing the ideal of diversity and inclusion before it became a tagline for many. Having reached the American dream, I wanted to give back by helping others achieve their full potential. Then came my abrupt and tragic fall from grace when I found myself being incarcerated, losing everything I have ever worked hard for, and joining the experience of 1/3 of this country's population, many of whom, like myself, have been wrongfully convicted. This pain plunged me through every phase of America's federal criminal justice system, compelling me to fight for justice even today as I speak. As a former state court judge, it feels like I am walking through a monster's belly where the true ugliness lies. Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." It was through this dark, winding, and heart-wrenching journey that I discovered the torch that would illuminate the path leading to my greater purpose in life. I can see more clearly now the true meaning of American exceptionalism, and that is rising again after being left for dead. With God's grace, I believe in converting destructive pain into transformative pain for the benefit of others and creating beauty beyond our earthly comprehension. As re-entering citizens, we are often treated less than human, whether we are guilty or innocent of the crimes we were convicted of. We have served our time and paid the debt to society demanded of us, whether deservingly or not. Yet a section of the public wants to shackle us to our bitter past and impose a lifetime of pain, leaving us for dead without any recourse. Studies show that discriminating and freezing returning citizens out of the labor market only contributes to the skyrocketing rate of recidivism, contributing to the alarming crime rates in the US today. We are in the midst of a vicious cycle that should concern every citizen. Actions should also be taken to address the rampant and persistent cases of prosecutorial misconduct in our courts. We, the people, need to rise and unite our voices and demand that the government enact laws that would hold corrupt prosecutors accountable. Re-entry organizations together should champion these noble causes, not only for ourselves, but for our kids and future generations. I humbly ask my fellow citizens and the leaders of our government to help us returning citizens rebuild the exceptional version of ourselves so that we can attain optimal productivity and not just impaired mediocrity. Each of us has the power to fight against the triumph of evil. You can be an attorney or a judge mitigating the stains of injustice. You can be a probation officer or a billionaire breaking the chain of oppression. You can be a governor or a member of Congress leading the way for genuine second chances and true criminal justice reform. Or you can be Vice President Harris or President Biden leaning in, igniting sparks of life for people like me, whose lives are swaddled in darkness. What a legacy that would be. Ultimately, each of you can be America's hero, sealing the promise of freedom and equal justice for all, not just in our courthouses, but also in the court of everyday life. Thank you to the Loam for giving me this opportunity to share my vision of uniting reentry organizations. As they say, coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Thank you.